My name is doncole. My debut album, Level Green, is out now.
Hey everyone, how's it going? Donnie here with another record haul for you. This one is actually really cool one because I got some really great Beatles records and other things in really great shape. So I'm really excited to go through this one. This was actually a very recent one. I got this maybe 3 months ago or something. Not that recent, but you know, compared to my other hauls, pretty recent. So there's a couple I think in the stack, or there's a few I know that were part of a different haul, and I got at a different time, and I'll point them out if I remember them. But the vast majority of these I got in one estate auction on this online estate auction website that I check out, and paid around like $100 for it total with shipping and everything. So I thought I got a really great deal based on the value of some of these records. So you know, you can tell me what you think, but I think I got a really great deal. This first one I know is not part of that auction though. This one I got at a record store in Maryland that I would always go to. Really awesome record store. They always have really rare records, really great like soul and funk selection, and some really great jazz. And this one is one, I'll show you the before photo in a second here. I got it and it looked awful, but this is an album that I've wanted for a really long time, an original pressing. So finally got this original pressing of Blues Walk by Lou Donaldson. This is a really great jazz album. The cover is laminated, and so I was able to get rid of all of this paper and stuff that was stuck to it that made it really awful looking. And so it was like a $30 record, I think is what I paid for it. But now that I cleaned it up, it's worth, you know, a lot more than that. The record's in great shape. You know, the cover looks to be in very good shape, so very excited about that. And then starting here with the Beatles stuff I got in the box set. So first off, we got a very nice pristine copy of Magical Mystery Tour stereo. Looks just great. And I put all these, you know, in the original, or not original, in new plastic sleeves with the seal, you know, seal strip on the back, and new inner paper sleeves. So that's going to be in my main Beatles box. And then this one is a really nice copy of All Summer Long by the Beach Boys in the shrink wrap. This is an original West Coast mono. And then we have a pretty nice original US mono copy of Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. This is the East Coast pressing, but the monos are really rare, so the cover has a little bit of wear there, but other than that, it's in very nice shape, and has the original inner sleeve and the insert and everything, and record's in great shape, so very cool. This next record, this is why, sorry kitty, this is why I basically tried so hard to get this auction. I was so excited about mostly this. I was excited about a lot of the records in the auction, but this is the one I was like blown away by. This is an original Beatles White Album, and this is the nicest copy I've ever seen in real life and not, you know, online. I don't want to take it out of the sleeve because I don't want to mess around with it, but it has all the photos and the poster, and they're pristine. The records are pristine, and the cover is so white and still in the original shrink wrap with the original price sticker. They don't even have the original price. They have manufacturer's list price is $11.58. In 1968, that's quite a bit of money. Their price code is FF, which our price C code. There's probably some list in the store then that told you how much it was, but yeah, just baffled at it still being in the shrink and looking so perfect. This is definitely by far my best copy now. It's numbered A 1,841,362. So this is amazing. This is now probably among my favorite records in my collection. This is just so nice. And now we also have a copy. I didn't put these in a lot of these next ones in the shrink yet, but and some of these I might not even. But the Beatles' second album, this one has some wear to it and is, you know, not as rare of an album. I already have a few really nice copies, so still very cool to get. This is an original East Coast pressing. And then we have Sam the Sham and the Pharaohs, their second album. This one might be one that I got at a different store. Maybe not. Not sure. But Sam the Sham, there are a few albums that are just, you know, fun and cool to listen to, fun to put on. So, yeah. Here's a very, very nice copy of Wheels of Fire by Cream. Very nice shiny cover there. I already have like a pretty nice copy, but this is definitely an upgrade. And the wonderful inner sleeve, look at that. So cool. Super nice. And again, most of these, like I said, besides the ones I point out, it's all like around $100. So, that Beatles album is probably worth well over $100 in that condition. So I'm happy with it. Here's a very nice copy of George Harrison's "All Things Must Pass," and it's not perfect. I mean, the thing's not attached. Some wear, you know, like the cover isn't perfect. However, it does have the original poster, I believe, maybe? Yeah, I don't want to open it, but it does have the original rare George Harrison poster, and I'm not sure if any of my other copies have that, so I think I might have a couple copies that are better, because I have probably like 5 copies of this now at this point. So I'll just take the poster out, put it in one of the best copies. And even if, you know, like, the cover might not be the very best, but these records are very minty, so could potentially swap them out with another one. So this one I did not get a private slide. I'll just put it towards the end. So I'll just go for it. This is another one I was really, really excited about because I have a reissue, like a late 70s reissue, maybe. I think when this came out, was this 1967, I think? Not 100% sure. But I have a reissue, and it was pressed very poorly, so I don't know if it's like the grooves were just like too narrow, but it seemed to just not want to track right on the record. I don't know why. On certain songs, it was just awful. But it looked pristine, so I'm not sure what's going on with it. But this is a very, very, very nice original pressing of Ogden's Not Gone Flake by Small Faces. See, like, it folds up and it's in like different sections here. Super fun. It's just, for a record like this, it's so like fragile. It's just wild that it's in such good shape. So that is amazing to find. This is one that was on my list for forever, and these original pressings like this can go for a fair amount. So very, very, very cool. And then we have a original lenticular cover copy of their Satanic Majesty's Request by the Rolling Stones. Again, this is one I have a few copies of with this cover. I have 2 really nice ones. This one is a bit iffy. I think the record is, out of all of these, like, all the records are very nice. This one's a bit scratched up, but still very cool record to get. And then, I think that might be all. And I think that Wooly Bully, or the Sam the Sham record, was not part of that. So tell me what you think of that lot. I think it was well worth that money. Got some crazy records in that section. So, got a handful more here. This one I got at, I bought at Third Man Records, in Nashville, and it's nothing absolutely crazy. I just wanted a copy of Blunderbuss by Jack White for a while. All of Jack White's pressings and everything that he sells at Third Man is just really high quality. Like the cardboard's really thick, the vinyl's really nice. So this was awesome. Now, while I was checking out, or I was like looking around, there were these two guys there that were really familiar, and I was looking at them and I was like, I think that might be the sons of John Fogerty from Creedence Clearwater Revival. And I was just staring at him and I was like, I have to ask him. And I went up and I was like, hey, really weird question. Are you the sons of John Fogerty? And they were like, yeah, we are, blah, blah, blah. And talked to him for a couple minutes and I was like, because the reason I recognized him because I went to a bunch of John Fogerty concerts. I think I went to, I guess not a bunch. I think I went to 2 and might be buying tickets to a third one here soon. And I was like, hey, is your dad here? And they were like, yeah, but he's incognito. See if you can find him. And so I looked around and I noticed John Fogerty there wearing a mask and a baseball cap. And I wanted to talk to him, but I didn't want to cause a scene or anything. And so I went up to him and I just said, hey, just wanted to let you know that I'm a huge fan and it's really great to meet you. And I shook his hand and I went and I bought this and kind of waited by the door for a few minutes. And then as he's walking out, I just said, hey, don't mean to bother you, but is there any chance I could get a picture from you? And we went outside and we got a picture together, and that was just absolutely mind-blowing because, I've wanted to meet him for a while. Like after the last concert I went to, I tried to go around the back and see if I could catch him on the way out, but completely missed him. But that was, out of anybody that I could have run into, that would have been among the very, very top. And I was so excited. I really wish I had something I could have had him sign. If I could have bought if they had CCR records there, I would have totally bought one and had him sign it, but didn't really have anything from him to sign. I already felt bad asking for a picture. So that was just an absolutely insane experience. And I'm really grateful for it. So, but also Jack White. Go to Third Man Records if you haven't, if you can, because it's really cool. They have, I think, a few different locations. But this is a good album. This is Birth of the Cool by Miles Davis. This is a reissue with this alternate cover. And since I bought this, I bought an original pressing with the original cover. But this is one that I was looking for, and I was really excited to get this. And trying to get all the top Miles Davis albums, so very cool. And then we have Wooly Bully by Sam the Sham and the Pharaohs, which Wooly Bully is their by far their most popular song, and again another fun album to put on. We got just 2 more here. Before we get into it, I also wanted to show this again. This is my album. Again, if you saw my past few videos and you've seen me promoting this, I released this earlier this year, wrote all the songs, did a lot of the production, the vast majority of it was me. I had a lot of help from my friend who owns a studio, Dan Blake, so some of the stuff I recorded at his studio and had his help with mixing. I would do the basic mixes and he would, Kitty, what are you doing? Get off my records. He would, I would do the basic mixes and he would, fine tune everything and help me out and try to help me with sounds and whatever. But, I'm really proud of this. I'm so excited to have this out for people to listen to. Check it out on Spotify. Check it out on YouTube or Apple Music. It really helps me out if you just listen to, a song front to back. It really helps me. But I also have it for sale in my Bandcamp store on vinyl. This is a limited pressing run. I designed all of everything on here, the front back cover, and all the photos are film photos. Made a little montage there. Lyrics pressed on green vinyl. So check it out. It would really, I really appreciate it. And so the last two records I have here, we have Champion Jack Dupree. This is kind of just like a compilation of, his first 16 sides from Joe Davis, says right there, from 1944 to 1945. Blues from the Gutter is probably amongst my favorite albums ever. It's really great. My friend Dan Blake, who helped me with the recording of my album, actually introduced me to Champion Jack Dupree and that album, and that's one of his favorite albums, and it blew me away. So I was just trying to get as much albums by Champion Jack Dupree that I could. So this was cool to find. And then finally, I have a copy of this, maybe 2 other copies of this. I know I have like a promo copy and maybe another one, I'm not sure. But this is an original mono copy of Having a Rave Up with the Yardbirds. This is a really great album. Love the Yardbirds. So this is just cool to also get in mono, because I'm pretty confident my other one's in stereo. So yeah, check it out if you haven't listened to this album. It's really great. And so that is that haul. Appreciate everyone watching. Appreciate any support I get from you guys towards my album. It really means a lot. Yeah, kitty? You want to be in the video too? Thank you all for watching. Let me know what your thoughts are in this haul, and if you think that that purchase of all those records from the estate was worth it. Thank you. See you next time. Kitty.